Okay, this is a free reading from the contest I ran on my Facebook page utilizing the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krantz. Love this deck. This is a simple reading. The person wants to know what's going to happen in their divorce process. Now, I don't really use my tarot to determine exact outcomes because life is really an interplay of many different energies, and there's any number of things that could occur at any time, and any number of those factors can be affected by stuff that we know about, stuff that we don't know about. So I never personally look to the tarot to give me an exact per se outcome about something that can fluctuate so much. Like if I wanted to use the tarot to locate something that's lost, then yeah, that's a very finite answer. It's either in a place or it isn't. But when you have situations where many people are involved and it's based on what people think and how people act, anything really can happen. And the tarot can give you clues as to the potential outcomes or a number of potential outcomes. But again, I generally don't use the tarot to tell the future. That's not how it works. Not for me anyway, and maybe you will find with some that they are able to do that. Maybe that is how their gifts have developed, and if that's true, kudos to them. And ultimately, anything that the tarot tells you, it's going to be up to you to decide how you want to deal with it. If you want to see it as something bad and negative and react to it that way, then you will. And if you want to see it as something positive and react to it that way, then you do that also. But I'm still going to ask, going to pull 3 cards for the past, present, and future of this situation. Future card being an outcome that you can expect. Past, present, future. Let's get into it. Okay, 2 of Swords, Temperance, future, the Hanged Man. Interesting. This 2 of Swords. This is an interesting card in the past position, being that this is a reading about a divorce. In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, this is a woman that's blindfolded and seated between 2 swords. What this card indicates is a lack of information about being able to make a decision, or maybe not lack of information, but that information is not accessible, and so a decision can't be reached. It's definitely a card about a difficulty of making a decision. Maybe the decision was being avoided for whatever reason. It's definitely a difficult decision, and something that potentially results in painful consequences, which is obvious because this is about a divorce. And when we face those types of decisions, sometimes we do tend to avoid them, or we try to let them resolve on their own, but really these things never really go away like that, and it's often much better to deal with them up front. The Two of Swords often represents a stalemate where there is no winner or loser. You may be in a standoff with another person and you guys are failing to see each other's points of view. At this point in the past, what you needed was a truce, and whether you agree to disagree or you seek to understand each other's viewpoints before coming to a final solution. The card not only represents potential conflict through a stalemate, it also represents making peace through a truce. So again, interesting to see this card in the past position where, of a situation where you guys have presently decided to be divorced. This is the energy that was coming into that situation. Then we have the Temperance card, which is the present card. This card is about balance. This card is about creativity and using the materials, using the materials that you have at your disposal to create something that you want. And with this Temperance card in the present position, seems to indicate a need for balance, but also creativity, to be versatile, to be able to roll or go with the flow, as they say, because life can throw anything at you and you need to be able to adapt to it. Otherwise, it's going to be a thorn in your side, and you don't want that. Temperance, this card indicates that you're learning to bring about balance, to have patience and moderation in your life. So this is definitely a time of lessons for you. You have been able to take the middle road, avoiding extremes and maintaining a great sense of calm. You've learned to, or are learning to, keep calm in situations of great stress or anxiety. So this card is telling you to continue to be patient with the process. Don't let the things get to you. Find your place of peace where you can put things into perspective when they get hectic. You want to maintain a well-balanced temperament. And also this card indicates that you have a clear long-term vision of what you want to achieve. Continue to be patient and not rush things along. Take your time to ensure that you're doing the very best job that you can. In relation to other people, this card represents adaptation, coordination. You are working in harmony with others at this point. And there's a heightened level of cooperation in your activities. With these others that you're working with, you're able to combine forces and join with them to bring it all together. Again, this card is asking you to be patient so that you can act with timing and precision. Don't feel that you need to rush. Just let the situation evolve at its natural pace. This card can also indicate a period of self-evaluation in which you may need to re-examine your life's priorities because you are now seeking a much greater balance between your inner and outer selves. You're searching for a higher meaning and purpose in life. And throughout this transition that you're experiencing, you may also be dealing with the clash between the old and the new you. Sometimes feeling confused about which direction you ought to take and what's really important. You need to evaluate seclusion, detachment, and retreats as methods for accomplishing great things. You will definitely want to avoid pain, conflict, and distractions, and minimize your stress and anxiety. Learn to look inward, as this will recharge you. There's really nothing to fear about any potential outcome here. It's just part of the process, and without it, there would be no change. Okay, and the final card, which is a reversed card. This is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man reverse represents a time when you feel that you are sacrificing a lot and getting nothing in return. You may have felt things were in an absolute standstill with no movement or resolution, and it almost feels as though you are suspended in time and unable to make a move forward, backwards, or even sideways to get out of your current situation. With all of these delayed feelings, your own goals and dreams are put on hold because of what you're dealing with externally. But the good news is this is an energy that is passing out of your life, and you can now expect things to start happening once again and major changes to occur. This period of suspension is a catalyst for what is to come. So what I'm getting from this is that the divorce may seem to proceed a tad slow, or maybe even not at all at first, but that's not the complete reality of the situation. And I believe that this is why this card came up. You need to have patience. Don't lose heart. Don't allow those feelings of discouragement to settle, because this stalemate is only temporary. Things will eventually move forward, and you will be at a starting point again where you can start over, and you just need to be patient and allow that to take its course. I hope this reading has been helpful to you. Please feel free to message me with any questions. Please feel free to watch this as many times as you want. You can always find me on Facebook at magicinprogress.com, or not magicinprogress.com, I'm sorry. Facebook at Magic in Progress. My blog is at magicinprogress.wordpress.com. And I'm here to answer any questions regarding tarot, magic, the occult, anything. Okay? Thank you.